Well, Sports Doctor, it's that time of year again. As we move into the winter sports season, it's time to honor those fall football stars whose plays electrified us all on the Game Day screen throughout the year.
Yeah, Casey, it's time for the first ever All-GameDay Team 2016 football season. And a season full of highlights, here are just a few that stood out to the Game Day crew. I like to start on offense. The Sports Doctor likes the quarterback position. So let's start with New London's Melquann Gomez, a senior who threw for 9 touchdown passes on Game Day and led the Whalers back to the Class L playoffs.
He's going to throw, looks for Roman, touchdown! New London High School, Melquann Gomez.
Great choice, Sports Doctor. But I have to say that Killingly's Kyle Derosier's performance against Stonington stands out. He was nearly perfect, and with 4 touchdown passes.
He's got long, wide open down the middle of the field, lofts it up and hits him in stride. Touchdown, Killingly Redmen.
What about the one-man highlight reel? Thames River quarterback Jared Neal, who in his only Game Day appearance rushed for 240 yards.
Wow, Jared Neal right there was just, that's entirely effort. Little Houdini action down there in the sideline.
Or Waterford's quarterback Spencer Hoagland, 245 rushing yards and 4 TD performance against Fitch.
Spencer Hoagland, touchdown, Lancers!
You know, those were all great performances, Sports Doctor. But just like you like the quarterbacks, I like those running backs, especially a good commander. New London's super sophomore Jacob Commander. He rushed for over 100 yards in each of his Game Day performances, with some of our most electric runs of the year.
And Jacob Commander, we salute you!
Well, if you're looking for electric, how about Daniel Stecher's performance for Valley Regional Old Lyme? 216 yards and 3 touchdowns versus North Branford.
Touchdown, Daniel Stecher!
Or Waterford's Luke Bars, 4 touchdowns against Stonington. Use the force, Luke.
Well, I have a lock. Killingly's Spencer Lockwood, 199 yards against Stonington. That stands out. But so does Westerly's Jalen Valentin and his 197-yard, 4-touchdown performance against Fitch.
He's got some speed, he's got a seam, cuts it back inside, touchdown, Westerly!
And maybe the most underrated, or least talked about back in the ECC, NFA's RJ Darby, who was unstoppable in this game against Ledyard this year with 3 touchdowns.
Touchdown, number 3, the trifecta for RJ Darby.
I said I like having a commander, but I also like having a major. And no list would be complete without New London's Major Roman, who had the season's most athletic and acrobatic catches, as well as being a force on defense.
Roman with a jump ball with Johnson, and a touchdown!
Speaking of defense, the Sports Doctor likes the guys that hit hard and tackle. And this year was full of exceptional performances. Let's start with the big hitters. And no one had more big hits than NFA's Dougie Moore. Just ask Ledyard and New London.
Crushed by Dougie Moore. Wow.
Well, speaking of New London, safety Efrain Santiago was a force on defense all year. And pound for pound, perhaps no one hit harder.
And he is buried by Efrain Santiago.
Absolutely right, Casey. And speaking of New London defenders, how about Monty Johnson, who had 4 picks on Game Day and essentially shut down everyone he covered.
Don't throw the ball towards Monty Johnson.
What I remember most were the huge scoring plays we saw from defenders. The pick 6 was the play of the year. But which one? How about Ledyard's Stanley Green versus Bacon Academy?
And Stanley Green is going to score a Ledyard touchdown.
I'm thinking Garrett Burdick's 100-yard plus interception for Valley Regional Old Lyme.
Burdick is going to go for a 100-plus yard interception return.
Or maybe NFA's Miles Joyner's backbreaking and game-defining pick 6 on Thanksgiving Day versus New London.
Joyner's past the 50, the 30, the 20, pick 6. Miles Joyner, touchdown Wildcats!
But if you're looking for the defensive game of the year, perhaps look no farther than Montville's Steve Bollinger, who played so well against New London that Whaler coach Juan Roman offered to write him a letter of recommendation.
54. What year are you in?
I'm a senior coach.
Any letter of reference you need, you let me know. You balled out tonight. And I mean that.
Well, Casey, those are all memorable plays. Congratulations to all the athletes on a tremendous season 2016. And now, here is your All-GameDay team 2016 football style.
And now that football is over, it's time for basketball. And as always, GameDay will bring you exciting boys and girls basketball throughout the season. So watch out, basketball's coming.